Hello, everyone. Before I begin this review of The Bear, I do want to bring up something important that's mentioned on the show regarding suicide. Please, if you need help or need someone to talk to, or at least need someone to hear you out, there are organizations that do care and do provide that help. Please go to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 800-273-TALK, or 800-273-8255, or go to the website suicidepreventionlifeline.org. So please remember, you're not alone. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Whole Lotta Nerd channel. It is I, Jack. It's been a while, yes, but I'm back and wanted to talk to you guys about a show called The Bear, which is on Hulu, FX production, which I came across because of Instagram. I really had no idea about this show. I just saw an ad, and what hooked me was two things. One was Chicago. It's set in Chicago. I haven't been there since I was 13. I would love to go back. And then number two, it's about kitchen life. Working in kitchens, whether it's fast food or a family business. I've worked in those situations. I worked for my family's business, a family restaurant we had, Salvadorian food, pupuseria. And I've also worked in other more fast food areas. So I was intrigued to see how would they represent that culture, that lifestyle. Because no one has really done it. Not even in reality TV show have they done it right. So I was intrigued. I even told a friend of mine who works in kitchens. And it was interesting to see how we saw this show. So let me just set up the show real quickly. I'm not going to spoil anything. So the story of The Bear takes place in current times because it does mention the pandemic. But it's about a Chicago hot dog eatery, restaurant place that the owner, unfortunately, commits suicide and leaves it to his brother, his younger brother, played by Jeremy Allen White, Carmy Berzatto. Now, he has been named one of the best chefs in the country. He's worked at some of the best restaurants in the world. And now he is tasked with running his brother's place. And when he goes into it, of course, there's a dichotomy. There's an ecosystem, which is actually mentioned very much so by their cousin Richie, played by Ebon Maz Backrack. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Cousin Richie, who explains it very much so that it's a very delicate ecosystem and it can't be messed with. And in comes also Ayo Edibiri, who plays Sydney, who is a fresh-eyed sous chef, or she's applying to be a sous chef. So these are the players that you get to meet. And if you've ever worked in kitchens, you'll know that when someone else comes in, it's like coming into a family. You're gonna get hazed, you're gonna get looked down on, you're gonna have to earn respect. And this is what I loved about the show. They put that on display. There's only 8 episodes, so unfortunately, of course, the show's gonna do it quickly, but the fact that they touch on that from the start, it's realistic. So good on them. Good on them. The story that unfolds is one of struggle, heartbreak, acceptance, coming to terms. It is truly one of the best shows I've not only seen this year, not only about the theme of working in restaurants, but it's just an amazing show. I told, so like I mentioned, I talked to my friend who works in kitchens currently, and I told him, dude, check out this show. He even praises the show because it got everything right except for one thing. He mentioned there was one thing that was wrong, but everything else is just dead on. I don't know if that's because of the writers or the show creator, which is Christopher Storer. He's done other shows like Rami for Hulu, or I maybe it is Maddie Matheson, who's also on the show. He's a smaller character, but he's also, I think, executive producer. So I believe maybe he helped out in making sure that they got everything right. And this is no spoiler, but there's something about kitchen culture you'll learn about labeling. And it's even mentioned in this show, which is amazing to me, it blew my mind that they even went as far to make that one thing enjoyable. So, and it's not a spoiler. So this is what it is. There's a character that when he's labeling, he's told, because in this system, the ecosystem they had before, there was no labeling for anything. Now, because Carmy's in this restaurant, he wants everything labeled. So the guy's just ripping the tape and just sticking it on stuff. But he's told, don't rip it. Use scissors. That way both ends at least are matching, are straight. That is something that you are first taught. One of the few first things you're taught when you go work at a restaurant is like, okay, you have to label, be neat. You have to be neat. And even though it's like a 5-second scene, to me, and I'm pretty sure because I've been hearing a lot of talk of people who work at restaurants, and even when you look at a lot of the posts, even on Reddit, on Instagram, they all appreciate those small attention to detail. That even the smallest attention to detail, it's so appreciated. And what is great about this show too is that it shows you how hard it is to make a sandwich or a dish. It's not easy. So for anyone who has never worked in a kitchen, I hope those people become more empathetic to realizing that your burger, hot dog, filet mignon, tomahawk chop, whatever dish you're on, you're going about, it's not a simple thing. It comes with a lot of work. So this show got everything right. It also got a lot of the darker sides too, which, like, not only because of the suicide that's done by the older brother, but there's also drug use issues that are kind of touched upon, depression, anxiety, how sometimes, and a lot of people don't like to talk about this, the strain on family. There's a character that you see the strain that is going through him because of working in restaurants. And this is something that is very real, and it happens in every restaurant. If it doesn't happen in one restaurant, consider them just lucky. But every restaurant has these issues, these strains. So I really hope, not only do I hope that this show educates a lot of people who have never worked in restaurants, but I also hope that it makes a lot of the general public more empathetic, that the people behind the food really, really matter and really are people. They're people just trying to do a good thing in creating a great dish, a great experience, because sometimes you only got one shot. You only get one shot and that's it. And they're trying to do it every single time. So The Bear, it's on Hulu. It came out on June 23rd. All the episodes came out. I wanted to binge this show, but I didn't. I'm actually starting to go against binging. So I did 2 episodes at a time, maybe 2 episodes every day. And I try to tell everyone. And so far the people I've told, they all come back with the same thing, that this show's amazing. So The Bear, it's on Hulu. Go watch it. It's truly, truly one of the best shows this year. I'm hoping for season 2. If there is no season 2, it will go down as one of the best one-shot series or a travesty, whichever one. But it's so good. So go check it out. It's on Hulu now. Tell your friends. And as for this channel, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing if you share this video or any of the other videos. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.